having a direct tie to aviation, having a direct tie to agriculture, was we looked at doors. We knew that these people would understand what we needed, and we're excited about the product. And so we're excited about working with Kinze. I'm Matt Wolford with Jet Air. We have an office here in Iowa City. We've got 6 other airports with tons and tons of hangars. We buy and sell airplanes, we charter airplanes, we store airplanes for customers and do maintenance shops and facilities. So a little bit of everything in general aviation. I had seen the Kinze hydraulic door actually probably 10 years ago on their hangar facility up in Cedar Rapids. And the design of it was really cool. In fact, actually back then I was trying to convince them to do it as a commercial application, because we had other hangars we were building and doing, and I really liked the design and the way that it was made. Other than the side rolling doors, if it's going to go vertical, we really like hydraulic doors. We've had the strap systems before, we've had cable systems before on doors, and there just ends up being so many parts and so many pieces and sensors and things that can go wrong. The reliability is way less versus just having 2 hydraulic cylinders pushing the door up and down. So this specific door that we just did the retrofit previously had a bifold cable door, and that had caused all sorts of problems. The cable tensions would start to change over time, and the reliability was relatively poor. It seems like it would never break on a normal day. It always broke on New Year's Eve or Valentine's Day. And you'd end up having to come out to the airport. And with these, you have people who are in the hangar and they need to go home, and if the cable snaps, they're stuck. So it ends up being a big problem that we've dealt with basically since we'd installed the door. So we looked at different options. We looked at installing straps or different things like that to try to help make that door work better. But at the end of the day, it was still a slow door that was unreliable, and so we were looking for a way to make it more reliable and faster and easier to use. The biggest thing that surprised me when the Kinze door was built and put here was the amount of steel. This is a super sturdy door by comparison to anything else we have installed at our other airports. So it's very rugged, for one thing. The cylinders are accessible. They're on the outside of the door, so if there was a problem, which really, hydraulics are super reliable, so that's been the least of our concerns. But if there ever was a problem, it seems like it would be something that's easier to work on if we encountered that. We also really like the fact that the door itself doesn't pull on the building. It's designed to be self-supporting. So from our standpoint, when it comes to especially retrofitting a door that was already there, knowing that what you're adding to the building isn't going to pull on the building is a big deal. So a freestanding door, even when it comes to building a new hangar, is something that we would consider putting on, just from the standpoint of it doesn't really change the engineering involved for the building itself. Potentially you would save a little bit of money with not having to beef up the building in other areas just because of the door. We actually have an airplane based in a hangar that has a different model door that's a bifold door that we've literally been told in a windy day that we can't open the door. So it gets above 35 knots of wind and the airplane can fly, and the customer or client needs to go somewhere, and it's an incredibly difficult thing to tell them, well, the airplane's here, the pilots are here, we're ready to go, but we just can't open the door. So Jet Air has been in business for 57 years. We've got all sorts of buildings that are at least 50 years old. And so for us, when we go to install something new like this door, having it powder coated and having it protected against long-term rust and wear is super important to us. The door actually points down just slightly from a 90-degree angle. That way when it's raining or storming, you can stay inside under the cover of the door. It's strong, you don't have to worry about any aspects of that, but also keeps the rain out. There's not sunlight that creeps in, and there's no airflow that creeps in. It's very tight on the bottom and the sides. The door seals don't cross, so they don't really wear out in the same way that they do on some of my other doors. So we're excited about the way that's going to keep the elements out, keep the mice out, and all those sorts of things. Warranty is also very important. It's also, every warranty is only as good as the company that's behind it, but having a 5-year warranty is a big deal, and knowing that the company has been around for a long time gives you the reassurance that that 5 years is definitely backed. Kinze hydraulics have been around for a long time. I saw it growing up on the farm, and so we've got a lot of confidence in their ability to be able to make a hydraulic system and make it in a way that's going to last. So the pivot fold on this door is is fantastic because it takes what other hydraulic doors have and it reduces the amount of moving parts significantly. So as you have other rollers and different things like that can potentially wear out, this is just one piece that moves, and from everything we can see, it's just incredibly strong. So we're looking forward to having it for a long time. So being a hydraulic door, we have tractors around the airport for moving airplanes and equipment, moving snow and things like that. So we have access to hydraulics. So if we did lose power, we have a way to hook up to the tractor to be able to keep the door operating, even in the midst of a major power outage or something that lasts a long time. From an investment standpoint, when we were looking at this hangar and our long-term plans for it, being able to have a door that opens faster and more reliable was well worth it. So we knew we needed to make a change, and we're very happy with the change that we made. This door goes up in a minute and a half, comes down in probably less than a minute, and so from our standpoint, it's just apt to save us more money, because it's not that big of a deal to go ahead and close the door. I would strongly recommend the Kinze hydraulic doors when it comes time to evaluate your options, and you look at the strength of a door and you look at the way that it gets installed and how it's going to work for the long term. I think it's a good investment. When it comes time to build our next hangar, the Kinze door is something that we're strongly going to plan for.